Scorpio, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your first reading for 2024 from January 1st through the 7th. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. I'm just going to move my cup out of the way. Let's pull some tarot cards. Get the overall message. Thank you for joining me today, for sharing this space with me. We're approaching New Year here, a few days out from the week I'm reading. I hope you all have a wonderful celebration as we close one chapter and open a new one. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placements. Okay, please only take what resonates. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Scorpios today. All right, let's see what's happening for you for the first week of January. My. Wow. Things are really going to start balancing out, Scorpio. If you came to this reading feeling a bit worried because it was a little rocky in the past, but things are definitely looking better. Yeah, look at that. The sun for the overall energy for the week ahead. All right. So things are going to turn around. All right. For those of you, and your opportunity is the Ten of Cups, to really lean into happiness and feel the joy and feel the love. That's your opportunity to take advantage of the love around you and the love within you. Your challenge is to come out of a state of disappointment, despair, okay? And what you don't see coming is the Lovers, okay? Wow. I'm feeling, with the Cancer Moon, a lot of people went through some watery emotions. Been hearing from friends, other people in my life, and just the overall general sense that it's not been easy for some of us, for perhaps all of us, for the things that we knew we had to release, specifically around our emotional state, okay? You had a beautiful pre-shuffled oracle message that I am really, really excited to share with you today. It's about Orion. A lot of us know Orion through the belt, right? We look up at the sky. It's a very familiar constellation, and you have a direct link to Orion, okay? I want to make sure I point to the constellation itself and Orion's belt. So Orion activation, and this is the energy that's surrounding you this week, especially from the spirit realm. A lot of you feel a deep connection to Orion or Sirius. That's actually in the constellation as well. Orion activation is a supernova, and it's about renewal and being rebirthed by the light, okay? As you can see here. Just going to hold it up so you can look into this gateway. So this is a message really wanting you to know that all of your fears and setbacks are being stripped away, okay? And that right now that your old being is changing, right? You need to let it go, and you're going through a transformation. So in order to move forward, it's about letting go of the old stories and welcoming in the new, okay? Going into your deeper reservoir of your wisdom, right? And this activation of your star potential. Okay, we are made of stars. So I do believe that you've had some setbacks in the realm of love, Scorpio, but I'm loving what I'm seeing because it seems to me like, you know, sometimes we have to just hold on, right, through the trials and the tribulations in our relationships and stay committed to the growth and the healing, okay, regardless if people stay or go. That's the commitment, right? So in your recent past, we have the Hierophant, the Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So it seemed to me there was a commitment that came into your life, and there's a lot of passion, but there was a lot of fear too, insecurities. Is this person right for me? Do they have, do we want the same things? You know, do we share the same vision? Or am I happy with this person? So we're going to get deeper into that message, but there was a lot of questioning going on, I'm sensing here, through that Seven of Swords. In the near future, though, we have the King of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Empress. So this is really about coming into balance and between the heart and the amount you're giving, okay? There might have been some aspect of this where you felt as if either you're giving too much or they're not giving enough or vice versa, okay? You're not giving enough and they're giving too much. Whatever way the water was flowing, you know? But regardless, there's a lot of happy times coming and happy times ahead. It all depends on our perspective, right? And what we choose to dwell on, okay? Because there's always going to be troubles to focus on or things that maybe aren't quite perfect, right? Let's see what's going on. Let's go deeper. Because on the surface, it looks pretty good. Pretty good. Definitely feeling renewal here and the desire to make these changes, especially in a loving connection. Let's go deeper into the sun. Why is the sun here? Ooh. Ooh. Wow. So you realize, Scorpio, that your happiness had a lot to do with you. Your relationship with yourself. You know, the High Priestess, the Chariot, and the Nine of Pentacles. What a beautiful energy. This is really doing the practices, right? Doing the work. And moving forward with more confidence, being deeply connected to yourself, right? And knowing that you have what it takes to create the life that you dream of, okay? I do believe that a part of that life involves another person. And regardless of your status at this moment, you're happy. You know how to make yourself happy, okay? Whether someone is with you or not. And I think once we realize that, it's a game changer, okay? You absolve yourself from codependency and welcome in emotional independence. And then you go deeper, right? Into sinking into the self. And that, my friends, is where the light is, okay? Let's go into this Ten of Cups and your opportunity. Find out what's going on beneath the surface, right? This is a long-term investment, commitment, the people we hold dear, the love in our lives, the happy home, the happy family. Oh, okay. So I do believe that this is perhaps someone around you, the King of Pentacles, the Fool. So the opportunity here is to, despite there being some friction, some defensiveness, right? You have an opportunity this week, Scorpio, to stay open, have faith, right? Have hope, all right? And to stabilize the situation where perhaps both of you, despite the investment, despite the happiness, despite the commitment, that there's this overall feeling of, can I trust this? I don't know. There's questioning, right? Both sides. I feel it's both sides. Maybe one person started it, but then that sets a domino. And then it's like, well, if they're questioning things, maybe I should question things. So it's definitely in the air, okay? So this is about, what do you want to invest in here? It really is a matter of choice, okay? But there was some guardedness and like maybe someone felt a bit attacked, okay? Or taken off guard. So out of that energy, things are settling down, okay? And I think what the opportunity is here is to recognize, look, we love each other. And as long as we're both in it, right, and we're committed to making it work, my intention is to make it work, okay? So once you get clear on that, then you know where you're going, okay? So get some clarity around whether you both have the hope and faith in the long-term vision for this relationship, okay? And that's step one. Step two is start trusting it, okay? Start trusting it. We're going to get triggered with fear. And sometimes our go-to is, oh, I can just walk away from this. Like, I don't need this. But then you realize, wait a minute. I am kind of invested, actually. All right, let's go into the Seven of Swords. Let's get deeper into what the fears or the issues that were coming up in this connection, in this commitment. It looks like a commitment. All right, let's see. Ooh. There was some trust around the equal give and take and a lot of frustration and confusion about how to deal with it. So we have the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Cups over the Seven of Swords in the recent past. So someone was saying, I need more. I need more from you. And the other person was saying, well, I'm trying. And there started to develop this experience where one person was starting to lose faith and trust in the other person delivering, okay? And it became harder and harder as time went on. And the more someone wasn't stepping up, the more the other person was getting confused by their behavior. Like, Because the Seven of Cups, when you look here, she's looking at all of these investments, right? Do I want to invest in going back to school? Do I want to invest in saving money? Do I want to invest in having a family? So those are symbolic, right? But it's about what we choose to invest in. And the Nine of Wands is feeling really stressed out and overthinking things and being burdened by the situation. And the Six of Pentacles is wanting equal give and take. So I do believe that there wasn't enough trust in the recent past that the two of you could get on the same page, because it was a matter of choice. Maybe someone was holding a little bit more power in the relationship. Not, I don't believe, out of any negative way, just sometimes we have certain expectations, right? That, okay, I'm giving this, therefore you need to give that equally. Not everyone loves in the same way, okay? But reciprocity, mutual reciprocity and fairness is valid. So I do believe that the issue is known. It's a matter of the patience, right? The patience for things to level out. And the disappointment. Let's go into the challenge. The Five of Pentacles. The disappointment here, Scorpio, is real. All right. Yeah, it's about doing the hard work in our investments, right? And all the creative ways that we can come up with to entertain us while we're waiting. The Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So your challenge is really coming to the determination that I'm going to stick this out. I'm putting a lot of work into this. I'm going to continue to invest in this. I believe in this. I have passion for this. I want this, okay? It's really a matter of your perspective. And I know it's not as simple as that, but sometimes it is. It's as though sometimes we have to exhaust what we think is possible in our minds to open up to even something better. It really is. It's like sometimes we get this rigid idea of what something should be. Why don't we allow people to just show up the way they are? And then over time, if it isn't enough, then you have your answer. But at the same time, what if they show up in a way you didn't expect, right? But you were trying to control, or they were trying to control you, right? How you should be. So a lot of this has to do with letting go of expectation, but also allowing them, right? Pulling back. You're working, but also focus on your own creativity. Focus on your own self. Put your passion into you, all right? And everything will work itself out. A lot of you who are going through wanting a new beginning in love, for people who are single, because I want to talk to you singles out there, you're really having a hard time trusting that you can have an equal situation and opening up in a new beginning and believing in the possibilities, okay? And you could have someone you're talking to that you're just not sure about, okay? And you've gone through a lot of disappointment. You're ready for a new opportunity. You're working very hard in your career. You have a lot of amazing ideas. And sometimes this is also unrelated to love here with your challenges. The feeling of poverty, right? The feeling of scarcity. My dog's coming through. That's Stella. The feeling of poverty, the feeling of scarcity, the feeling of I have to work so hard to get ahead. And it's exhausting. But you know what? Spirit is saying you have all of the energy that it takes to succeed. And you're going to succeed. Let's go into the Empress in the future. The Star, the Nine of Cups, and the Tower. I do believe that you're going to have, like I said, I had to say, why not let go and see what happens? Okay? And especially if our mind is starting to go into comparison, you know, between two things, right? The road with them, the road without them, the road alone, the road, you know, the fear of being alone, the desire to latch onto somebody who may not be good for you, right? It's the comparison, right, that we wrestle with. And Spirit is saying, in order for you to really, really nurture yourself and get out of that place, it's about really putting all of your energy into your own fulfillment, right? And it's so hard to keep going back to that when we are looking outside of us, trying to make other people be the way we want them to be or do the things we want them to do, okay? There is a tower moment coming, but it's a good tower because it's almost like what's falling and what is renewing in your life and what's falling away is the desire to just let go and not try to control either you or your person and going inward, and focusing on your own satisfaction. So in the morning, instead of focusing on your other person, if you're waking up and like they're doing this, they're doing that, do you, okay? Focus on your practices. Do it as if you were single, not from a negative place, okay? From a, I'm taking care of me today, and you're still a loving human being. You're still radiating love to, you know, the people around you, but your focus on the start of every day should be on maintaining your own presence and not taking your attention to thinking about the past or worrying about the future, and being here now. Most of our problems in our modern day with people is because we are not being present in the moment, okay? You're thinking about what they did yesterday, what you were unhappy about, worry about how they're going to show up tomorrow, are we going to be together, is this going to work out? They pissed me off yesterday, I don't appreciate that, I'm mad, I need to do something about it. And Spirit's saying, don't do anything but you, okay? Don't get caught in that monkey mind. And I'm telling you, the ego wants to do that. It wants to wrestle on it. It wants to eat it up like a bone, like just, you know what I mean? So don't do it. It's a trap. So Spirit's saying, nurture yourself. Everything will come back into balance, all right? In your heart. Because it seems like you're having a little bit of a war, Scorpio, in your mind over the state of affairs in the situation. And Spirit is saying, well, yeah, it's a huge shift from worrying about other to bringing it back to self. And that's what I think a lot of therapists call parts work. You can only control you, okay? And it's a lesson that we repeat over and over and over and over to exhaustion, okay? Myself included. I fall into this too. All the time. All the time. We're human, all right? Yes, and what you don't see coming. There's the love. There's the Empress. And everything's moving great. There we go. That's the thing here, folks. When you let love lead and you nurture self, connections just fall into place. A lot of you are moving slowly towards a new love bond, and it is making you feel all good inside. And if you don't have that coming on, it's coming. And it's a slow roll here. But Scorpio, single Scorpios, wait for it, okay? It's coming. You have a beautiful connection you don't see coming, and a choice in love that has taken forever to arrive, but it's good love. It's yummy love, okay? And it's going to make you feel beautiful, seen, adored. I do believe that this is such a beautiful reading. I mean, to know that what you don't see coming here is that you both are slowly getting back to the same page where you can nurture each other, because you're nurturing yourselves and you're not getting caught up here, okay? The most important work of the week, okay, Scorpio? Do not get caught in thinking about the past or worrying about the future, okay? Make that be your mantra. In fact, I have a new alert on my phone that says, be mindfully here now. I have to remind, y'all, I have to remind myself of that almost every hour of the day, because I am an air sign and I'm always in my freaking head and I'm thinking about this and I'm thinking about that. And what if they do this? And what if they do that? And what's going to happen? And it's like, why am I projecting so much fear? So bring it back to the love. This whole reading is happiness, love, focusing on that, being present, being here now. Okay. Ultimate fulfillment is about the renewal of hope and faith, because you give it to God. You let it go. You let Spirit handle the crap, right? That you want to control. You know, Orion, right? The all-seeing wise ones, right? See it from a higher plane, all right? And know that it's just a journey, all right? And we're all tripping our way through it. So that is my message to you. Let me get some final advice from Spirit on that note. What does Spirit have to say? I almost forgot. I felt like, you know what, let's just leave it there. But let's see, what does Spirit have to say about this? Hey, my hands are tight this morning. All right. Spirit, let's give Scorpios some good advice here for the week. Happy New Year. Wait, no. They said keep going. Yeah, okay. The Queen of Cups, the Fool, and the Ten of Cups. Come on now, Scorpio. For some of you, You got a brand new opportunity, love, that is going to be truly, all of you are moving towards a state of unconditional love, joy, happiness, and fulfillment. You gotta keep the hope and faith, okay? This is a brand new beginning in your relationship, a brand new beginning in a new relationship. It is a brand new beginning because this is about unconditionally loving yourself and the people around you. That is where happiness resides, and staying as far the F away from the monkey mind, okay? Because that will get you nowhere but into a fear trap, okay? Scorpio, beautiful advice, Spirit. Take care.